Kyrie Irving expected to miss anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks. He had surgery on Saturday on the left knee. Now, the team says the knee is completely structurally sound. This is important. It was a minimally invasive procedure where they removed a tension wire they had put in actually after he had that injury in the 2016 playoffs. Kyrie actually sought out second opinions last week. Brian, you know a little bit more about how we got here, right?
So Kyrie is always going to be very protective over his long-term compared to short-term. He did this with Cleveland. He sought second opinions, seeing James Andrews several times. I will say this. If 15 years covering the NBA has taught me anything, is that there's no such thing as a minor knee surgery.
Right.
Not at all.
I mean, this is something we see every summer. Oh, he'll be back for training camp. Oh, it's no big deal, 4 to 6 weeks. That's just not true. That's not the way it's going to be. Secondly, frankly, after what happened with Isaiah Thomas last year, where the Celtics said everything was A-OK, and he ended up playing through this injury that has had, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's, a dramatically negative effect on his career. I don't blame Kyrie for going out and getting second opinions and being cautious. And the Celtics, and look, I know these are your guys. I know they took great care of you when they were there, but the Celtics changed out a big portion of their training and medical staff last year. Now, they had very good explanations for why they did it. For me, I saw a misdiagnosis of Isaiah Thomas, and now Kyrie Irving, who is keenly aware of what happened there, has to manage his own knee. And whether that's 10% of his decision or 26% or whatever, that's a factor how this happens going forward.
Weigh it, Paul?
I'm super concerned for the Celtics because everything the Celtics do goes through Kyrie. I mean, they already were a team who struggled offensively all year long. And you're talking about a guy who puts up 25 points a game, pretty much dictates everything they do on offense. Now, like you said, any knee surgery, every knee surgery does something to you. I had my knee drained. It was nothing but fluid, but my knee was weak for a good month. And he had a more complicated procedure than I did. And so if he's not back to 100%, that can be trouble for the Celtics.
They've had a lot of bad luck, Rachel. Hayward.
Yeah, I mean,
Marcus
they're dealing
Smart.
with so many injuries. It's tough.
I mean, it's been great for guys like Terry Rozier to step forward.
I was going to say, I mean, Rozier scored 33 points, hit the 8. I mean, 8 threes the other night. But still, I mean, again, in the playoffs, things change, right?
Definitely.
So you can game plan. As I know Celtics Twitter loves Terry Rozier, but you can game plan for him in a different way than in a one-off game, right?
When you're sitting in a room and all you're doing every day, all day is concentrating on the other team's strengths and weaknesses, those things that you did in the regular season aren't going to be there because think about it, a team gets 1 day to prepare or one morning, an hour of preparation. You're talking about hours of preparation. For the Celtics, this is troubling because you're dealing with so many injuries and they're going to key in on all these other guys. It's going to be even tougher for them to score without Kyrie.
The Celtics just DVR'd that graphic on Rozier, and they're going to send it to the Pelicans when they try to trade for Anthony Davis next year.
Oh, Danny Ainge has like a permanent camp outside of Pelicans headquarters.
He has 8 threes in a game.
I do want to point out, by the way, middle of conference semis. Right now, and we never know how the playoffs are going to be. Paul, you said you're concerned about them even the first round, but right now, if the playoffs go chalk in the East, that second round matchup would be against
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Thank you.
But,
you think Kyrie's going to want to get back for that? I think he will.
Won't it be interesting if there's some maneuvering near the end of the regular season, especially if you don't know how Kyrie's going to be with teams wanting the Celtics in the first round? There's a lot of
I think
tightness.
the Cavs would like to be in that 3 spot for the second round, but you mean in the first round?
I'm telling you, like, the difference between having to play Philadelphia or Cleveland and versus Boston, there could be some maneuvering, between playing Philadelphia and Cleveland and playing Boston. There could be some little gamesmanship going on that last week of the season.
You might rest a few of your stars that last few weeks.